What's good, YouTube and Twitch? We're live to both right now with a pretty intense discussion, and that is Konami is really pushing remote duels. And throughout the video, they actually talk about how if your local supports remote duels, that they're sending out even equipment to locals, to duelists, to get this going. They want people playing with physical Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And if you missed out on this amazing event, wow, the views are huge. 84,000 views already, and just a day on day one with all of the different contestants with remote duels.
United we stand, in Mage Power we trust.
As always, Mage Power memeing the stream. And when it comes to day two, already 32,000 views. That's not even real time. If you know about YouTube, the algorithm takes several hours to catch up on real time views. So many people have tuned in to see Yugi tubers and pros fight, and Team Samurai X1 took it over. World's competitors like Jesse Cotton, Cody Angeloff, Cam the Man, Neil, so many fallen bodies. He went undefeated, more like Team Samurai XO. But the point is, Konami is working, sending out equipment to 16 different people, getting all these setups. They had judges. Are they taking this format seriously enough to start working on the ban list if they're pushing it this hard? You have official Konami representatives watching this tournament. They have my roommate, Master Duelist, Billy Break on commentary as well, and you just have really amazing moments popping up throughout the weekend and all the hype around it. Will they make a move going forward? We know the original push of remote duels was not the most impressive. The prize support kind of a joke, more of message cards, United we stand and Mage Power we trust, but also Guardian Angel Jonah, Sign of Hope, and all that stuff. And they even have the old legacy of the duelist, the one they failed to update multiple times and never took seriously. Same with the new legacy of the duelist, Duel Links, and then finally in the back, in the rear, Yu-Gi-Oh! I think with the numbers, when we actually look at the remote duels though, when we go over here, they're dwarfing Duel Links. I think this is going to have Konami take it a little more seriously. Look, the Duel Links views, 46k total after 1 week. And one day, this is 84. This is going to cross the threshold to 100k, and I wouldn't be surprised if the top 4 does either. Konami does move off of things like attention and money when it comes to the ban list, and we have past examples of them doing this, peeling stuff off the ban list to sell future product. Most recently, Deep Sea Diva with Eternity Code, even though that didn't pan out in the best for them. So, looking around this, will the upcoming no sooner than September 1st be affected by remote duels? My personal take on it is yes. I think this shakeup will be more than a pardon list. If you come down over here, you can literally see what the last list was. These are the only 3 changes to that Forbidden and Limited list that happened. They put 3 cards to 3. I think Konami does not need a format to have really developed where they're like deck list top tier, deck list top there, to end up hitting cards. And a lot of people have that argument, but you are seeing the counter argument now. They are pushing remote duels. They are having locals do tournaments. They are having official prize support as OTS packs, and with them paying attention to that, I think there could be a big shakeup. Now let's do the other big counter argument to there being a ban list before we get into my argument why I think they need to do a shakeup on the ban list and help the health of the format, especially with how things went in the remote duel, even with the diversity of decks among the content creators and players. The other big argument for us not getting a ban list is that current product is shaking things up enough. You have the Numeron engine and Battles of Legend, and most recently, you have new staple-ish spells between Forbidden Droplet and Triple Tactics Talent over here in Rise of the Duelist, and then you have the Dogmatica. We have a brand new typing coming in, an archetype that is really doing great in the meta. It's a bit expensive, yes, but it's coming in and it's changing the way things play, and then you also have the Numeron engines with the shakeup. So are there natural, healthy shakeups to what's happening? A lot of people are still going into Halki Fibrax. They're comboing off in multiple decks through the same line. And whenever that's happened in the past, Konami has addressed it on a ban list eventually. How many cards are banned for Halki Fibrax? It's going to be a couple more. I don't think it's him, but I do think they need to start addressing cards like Linkross. Linkross and Auroradon, I would think just Linkross is fine enough to cut off the Auroradon engine, but also one card Needle Fibers like Jet Synchron are likely to go. I think Nerd Factor actually did a video on this recently, and it's a very good point. Halki Fibrax won an entire poll to have future product created around him as well. So he's likely, unfortunately, immortal until Konami sells those sleeves, binders, playmats, etc. That will be in the future for Fibrax because we voted it in on the dual power poll a while ago and Konami said they would do it. So again, when we're talking banlist change, I think Link Cross is going to follow suit with the OCG. Now, how heavy will this banlist be? I don't know. We saw with the remote duels that Samurai X1 won with dinosaurs. Does that mean that they're going to hit dinosaurs, especially coming off the last YCS win? I would hope not. He's the only representation, I'm pretty sure, in the remote duel tournament of it, but it took it all down. So I would hope that it's not going to have something happening like that to the list, but they could actually use the remote duel and examples from it to do that. They don't need to do the scientific method of all these lists, all that list, topping list here, they can look and say, we here at R&D have been studying the game and we're going to make some changes without even having to say that to the public. They're freaking Konami. They don't have to give you or owe you an explanation, even though we'd like them to talk to us. They can just go in like every ban list ever, do their changes, and not explain it to us. That's what they did with this last one. So many people want to know why it was just a pardon list, why there wasn't a big update to the game, and it's somewhat obvious. We're not able to play physically with our cards, but remote duels now change that and have the heavier push. Konami is working with content creators. Konami is working with world's level duelist, throwing on this exhibition and trying to get the interest running. What's the next marketing step and getting people interested in playing physical Yu-Gi-Oh! Online once again without an official simulator, remote duels, and a ban list? This is the shot that they're going to use to say Yu-Gi-Oh! Is back. A ban list that gets people looking around. Remote duels, man, I might want to play this format. I want to shuffle up my cards. I might want to get on Skype and put my camera down towards my desk and start dueling. That's the change they actually need to make happen, is the ban list, to get that shot heard around the world, in this case, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community, and get there. I really think that it's something that could happen, and you're seeing more content creators step on it early as well. It's almost like that Sense, that Spider Sense, right? I've seen Pack Official streaming remote duels, along with Ryan Yu and Gabe and Cody. We've also seen, I believe, Blade YGO, Mono Bluetron. So many duelists are going to remote duel formats. MSTTV, Sam, Paul, ahead of time. So many people have done remote duel stuff, sponsored or unsponsored. And I think when it comes to getting a wider interest, past what the content creators can generate, past what pretty much they themselves trying to push a tournament, maybe even remote duels could create, is the ban list. The next step would be a huge online tournament, and there's going to be hiccups there, inevitably. Having people have communication errors, time in the round versus, my internet crapped out, and, oh, it's back, and we just disconnected, and that kind of stuff. You're going to have problems running that tournament no matter what. You're going to have to create unique rules for it, so I'm sure that's why they've dragged their heels on it. But this one went very well, and they had judges present. So I think that they can create it, and I think that this is part of the marketing process. This no sooner than September 1st. Will it be the one? I truly hope so. I hope it's where they start really looking at the views they got, the numbers they've crunched, and they start thinking more about, hey, this went pretty good. That's just my take on it, chat. And open chat if you're still here. What are your takes?
I personally think, simply for the health of the game, they have to at least address the issues. You know, there's a few elephants in the room where people are just sick of it, and I think at the very least we have to see those get hit.
I think Adamantipator's comboed off really long thanks to Block Dragon, but Block Dragon would be taking the legs out from under them. That's a question mark. Will they take care of that, or will they just want to see the deck try without it? What will they be doing? Will they bring back more stuff? I think almost definitely. I think more things are coming off the list after last time. I don't think it's just going to be these three. I think we will see some pardons, but I think the next list has to focus on that. I don't think, even with how good future product is, and this is a very good price on Tier 0 using code WhatsGood5 for the sellout there, but seriously, it's a very good price versus what everyone has Phantom Rage left at. They can't keep relying on future products to be the shakeup, to be the balance, to be the thing, because then you're going to get an insane power creep. That's how Yu-Gi-Oh! Is set up, to go to make past cards relevant again, and then hit them. Look at the smoke grenade, ripping up hands with Infernoble Knights. Konami doesn't like hand loops. Konami doesn't like FTKs. There's certain things that need to be addressed now, sooner than later. That Dragon Link FTK, it's somewhat real, but people have adapted. You need to look at what's going around in the format, and with stuff like that developing, start to address it. And that, again, is my opinion. Mally to 3, please. Oh, you hero players. You always want something extra. I agree, though. I was playing heroes till Mally went to 2, and it really did hurt a lot. I don't want to engage one to back. I see a bunch of people, loops, my brother, firewall loops. A lot of people saying their opinions on the ban list itself, but yeah, I think it'll be a serious one personally. Let's wrap this up actually this way. Chat, press 1 if you think it's going to be a serious ban list. Press 2 if you think, no, it's going to be very light again and kind of a pardon list. And let's see what this dodo is.
And don't forget to use the
Hey,
TCG player
thank you.
link in the
I
description.
do believe,
costing
though,
you
that
nothing
Auroradon
extra.
is the better hit than Link Cross,
Supporting
though.
the channel
You
for
could still
cards you
go
would
Needle
already be
Fiber
buying.
into Deskbot
Be
1
it
into
Penny Stonk, a
Auroradon.
Hot take.
Starlight, or an
Hot
absolute
take.
mommy
It's
like
very
Silent
split in
Magician.
chat, though. You did it! You bought Silent Magician! Don't do that! It's so expensive! The chat is split down the middle on this. I do think that shows, though. Before, the conversation was, Konami won't do it. There's no way Konami is going to make addresses. They're just going to be relaxed. And now you see how split that chat was, although YouTube's tightening up now that I said they're split. Look, earlier it was split. I have proof. I can scroll up, chat. But now YouTube's consolidating onto very split over here as well, with a wall of 2s before a bunch of 1s. It's interesting how many people have changed their take on no way is the ban list going to change things to now. A lot of hope is looking towards that next no sooner than. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. As Kevin already said, use that TCG player link in the description down below, costing you nothing extra to support the channel directly for the bad or good buyouts you'd be doing. And let me know in the comment section, how do you feel about the upcoming no sooner than with the remote duel push? What do you think will happen?